I'm gonna cook this one with the pork rib for my son so he can eat. For anyone, but most likely he will eat if it's ribs or the meat. He don't eat shrimp. So this one is very easy. You just try to get all the lip out of this one. This one for the soup is the best. So that's how you're doing it. You just try to make sure you take all the good lips out. If it's yellow or it's worn out, it cannot be used. Don't take it. Otherwise, useful. So this soup is gonna be for the pork rib with the Malabars, the mồng tơi. So I put some of the mushroom seasoning into, like that, and then I'm gonna put the ribs in. So these ribs gonna cook a little bit longer time for it to get softened before I can add on the vegetable. So when I add on the vegetable, then my son, my daughter, everyone can eat. Now I'm gonna cut these out to the smaller piece for the soup. So today I don't use no fish sauce, no sugar, no MSG, nothing. I just use the mushroom seasoning. So on my last one, to cut the net before we cook, I just have to get it ready. When it's the process, I will let you see. Done. So I got the Indian bitter melon. So also our country have this kind of bitter melon. These are bitter than regular bitter melons. So this one, when you cook with the pork belly, the best. Or you can cook with tofu, but it's gonna give a lot of bitter taste. So with meat better than with tofu. So what I do is I cut them both sides like that out. Go in the middle, right? So if you see the seed is kind of getting hardened right here, you take it up. But if the seed is still like young, like a baby, so this is the old one, right? I take it out. I don't eat it because those are give bitter taste. So these guys are actually young, we can eat them. You see how the bitter melon sit inside? This is the one we cannot eat. Some people eat it because the bitter melons are considered as herbs and it can heal a lot of kind of disease or body ache and stuff. So for this one, we're gonna cut like this. You want to cut the pieces like however you want to eat, but I cut this way. And then I can cut the other way too. And it doesn't have to be that way. So I can cut like this, and then I cut half like that. See? You can cut it and cook with the pork belly, the best. Because pork belly has the fat in it, and then the fat penetrates into these bitter melons. When you eat them, you feel less bitter. So I don't like bitter, but with this one, I can eat it when I cook that way, you know. So with this guy, it's already ripe, right? You see the seed like this? It's like almost like pinkish red. So it's ripe. So usually people will use these seeds to plant it. So I'm gonna take these out. It's not 100% ripe, but I'm gonna take these out and then I'm gonna shape it to see if I can plant it, okay? I have the pork belly. I'm gonna cut this pork belly and then I'm gonna cook with the bitter melons. So it's gonna be really good. I think this used to be Tracy's favorite before. She loved it, but now she doesn't love it no more. And I don't know what happened to her. She said, no, I don't want it. But Lena can eat it. Elizabeth can eat it. I can eat it. All of us can eat it. Not a problem. See how you cut it? You know, like that, so you can cook. After we cook these, and then when it's almost done, like it's cooked, then you add on the bitter melon. So garlic is getting browning. Now I just add on the meat. So you see how I use gloves, and then I take the meat like this. I don't have to do with the tongs or the chopstick, and then I can just take off the glove and change the new glove. If you add on the fish sauce, we don't use salt for this. A little bit of the MSG, the black pepper. Ooh, yeah, looks good, right? After I add on the caramelized syrup and the green onions, now I mix them a little bit, and then I'm gonna cover it with the lid, and then we wait. Okay, process. Caramelize pork belly with bitter melons will be shortly served. Now I'm gonna cut the meat for cooking with the shrimp paste and lemongrass. Okay, so with this one we're gonna cut them smaller. So I cut them in thinner pieces. You can cut it big, you can cut it small, you can cut however you want it. And then we're gonna cook it with the lemongrass. It's really good. It smells good for us, smell bad for the neighbor because it's a strong smell. But whoever know how to eat it, they will consider a very good smell. I add on some water. Ooh. Oh. Maybe the caramelized kind of a little bit darker, but it's okay. Ooh, cha. So the soup with the pork rib is already softened. I turn on the stove high. I add on the veggie, mồng tơi, nấu canh mồng tơi với sườn. And I add on the green onions. After I add on the green onions, I am done. That's how you cook the soup. And they have like the ribs in here. See? Ooh, a lot of ribs, a lot of meat. Okay. Oh, how good it is. Now I'm gonna add on some of the chili. Ooh, cha cha. So the whole chili for the look, and the cut chili is for a little spicy, because with the other bitter melon it's gonna be bitter, so you have to have the chili. Cover. See how good it is? Ooh, matcha wow wow. Matcha wow wow. Matcha wow wow. Okay, I add on the bitter melons. You see how I add it on? I stir it up a little bit, and then I close the lid. So now, ooh, time to open it and check. I put on a little bit of black pepper because the bitter melon actually tastes good with black pepper too. This bitter melon is kind of harder than the regular bitter melon. So we need to cook a little bit more. Good, good. Finish cutting the pork belly in the smaller pieces right there. And we're gonna cook with the lemongrass, but the main one is gonna be over here, the shrimp sauce, mắm ruốc Đà Nẵng. So làm mắm ruốc xào sả ớt nha. So these ingredients gonna make a very good food out of it. Garlic's getting more cooked right now. Now we're gonna add on the pork belly. Ooh. So we're gonna stir it. Ooh, cha cha cha. We're gonna stir it and then let all of the fat melt it. This process is kind of take a little longer time to do, but it's gonna be really good food. See now, you see as the meat got the fat came out. This is a good amount of meat with very good amount of lemongrass. Very good. And then the shrimp paste. Oh, for a person they can eat maybe 2-3 bowls of rice. Okay, let's just make sure that we stir it again. Ooh, you see how the meat getting a little bit more brown? That's how we know it's right now like maybe 50% cooked. It have to be more cooked. Wait until most of them brown. I took my gloves up. I was add on a little bit more water because the bitter melon wasn't cooked. So now I cook a little bit more. See, now it's a little bit thicker in the sauce. You see how it is? Ooh, let's check. I think it's time. Yeah, it's good. See how it looks? Delicious, right? It's very, very good. It is good time to add on the lemongrass with chili. Ooh. Okay, now we stir it. Ooh, cha. This is how the very good smell, huh? But soon we're gonna have a good smell for us, but maybe not too good smell for our neighbors. Sorry, neighbors, but like I said, we are in the corner house, so it doesn't affect nobody. We just make sure we stir them together. Let the lemongrass dry up a little bit before we add on the shrimp paste and sugar. So it is ready to add on the shrimp paste. So we have about half of the jar. We add on right now, and then we're gonna stir it. The rest we're gonna get a little water, and then we're gonna make sure we penetrate it and put them in to cook it. Stirring it. A little bit of the MSG. So the waters in the bottle that we're gonna add on a little bit. Sugar. Now this one needs a lot of sugar. So after we add on everything, now we do low cook it and we wait until it dry again. Because we want to get the sugar penetrate into the meat and also penetrate with the shrimp sauce. And then mắm ruốc xào xả ớt. So after we put sugar in and you see the color coming out really nice. We have more meat than shrimp sauce, but we still have to add on a lot of sugar. And then right now what we do, we're gonna wait until it dry up. Because if it's wet, it's not gonna be good. It have to be dry up and it's processed, you know. Ooh. See how good it is? Ooh, ba rọi xào mắm ruốc. Ăn cơm với canh. So you see how it's still wet? When you turn up, if it's getting cooling down, getting cold, it's gonna be stick together. It's not gonna be loose like this. Because right now we put it on the heat. That's why you see it loose, right? If we turn it up, usually this kind of shrimp paste, if you let it cool it down, you eat it way better than you eat hot. But it's up to everyone's different. You know, everyone's different. So we can just eat like this, doesn't matter. Maybe 5 more minutes and we okay. So I washed the eggplants already. Now I'm gonna cut them into smaller pieces before serve. Look like this. So with this one you can do like this, and then you can eat them with the what's this called? Shrimp paste. Shrimp paste. Ooh, cha cha cha. So instead of using the cutting board, I don't have to. I just do like this. Again, I have my steamed rice, my shrimp paste with pork belly and lemongrass. I also have my pork belly with the bitter melons and the soup, the Malabar soup, that canh mồng tơi or Chinese spinach. And then with the eggplant. Hello everyone. So after you see me cooking all of the food for the meal, all of the pork belly with bitter melon, pork belly with shrimp paste, and then pork rib with the Malabar or Chinese spinach. Our language is mồng tơi, and then I eat with the eggplant. So this eggplant you can eat them raw, and you eat them with the shrimp paste. Ooh. And then I have my aloe vera ring, so cheers. Mời mọi người ăn cơm nha. Let's eat. So what I do is I get one of this and then this one. So this is our first time eating the eggplant, Indian eggplant, right? So this kind of a little bit more chewy than the other eggplant that we have, our eggplant. So it's still eatable, but is it the greatest? Definitely no. Bạn Duyên, bạn Châu mua cà của Indian, bạn Châu xào mắm ruốc với thịt. Mà bạn trâu xào thịt nhiều hơn bún ruốc. Bạn trâu ăn đây, bạn Duyên ăn hơn. So good. So delicious. So with this, when I didn't cook for about 3 years now. Huh? 3 years. Ngon quá, chắc ăn hết chén cơm luôn á. It's so good. That make me wanna eat more. So I'm gonna try this one. This one also my favorite. So whatever food that I cook is my favorite. I love my food. So I tried this one. It's really good. The bitter melons actually penetrate into the meat already, and then it's kind of softened, and the meat is kind of a little bit bitter, but not too bitter. Thật kho mà ổ qua đèo, ổ qua nhỏ, cho nên ngon luôn. So delicious. Ăn luôn, ăn thêm nữa. Ăn đây mập chết á, mập thua lú quá. Mập thu nú luôn nha. Ăn đây mập thu nú luôn. So good. It's just spicy. This aloe vera drink that I cooked the other day, and it's still really good because I placed it in the fridge, and then whenever we drink it, we just take it out and drink it. It's really good. It's still cold and everything else, you know. My hair getting longer. This soup is really good soup. I like soup more. I like the green more than I like the meat. So what I do is I get a little rice and add into my soup, and I eat the soup. You see how the way I cook the soup? And I cook the meat. Most of them, when the soup cooked, it's kind of healthy. And the pork belly with the shrimp paste, I have cooked before, and then I let my client try it out, and they really like it when I give them the steamed rice. Soup is really good. I think soup is the best. My friend said she just eat it, and she told me about it, and I said, oh my God, I want to eat it too. That's why I cook it. So the soup is really good, right? This one is good. This one is good. Only the eggplant, I think, is kind of a little chewy for me. Good to try. And if you like it, you eat more. If you don't like it, you know it for the next time. To me, it's eatable. It's not like, oh yeah, I cannot eat it. So our Vietnamese food consider good food and healthy food, but everything have to limit. You cannot eat a whole lot and expect it be a good food, okay? And healthy. Bitter melon. So pretty much I want to show you how I cook the food today. And I eat them, and most of them like taste good except this guy. So pretty much that I want to show you how I cook the food today, and then I eat the food. But it's kind of late right now, so I have to say goodbye to finish my food, and then I will see you for the next time. Okay? Thank you so much for subscribe and like my YouTube channel, Our Family Activity. Bye bye. See you next time.